what? In my life? What is going on? What is going on? My life. I've not done this in so fucking long. I don't remember how to do any of this shit. Like, straight up, I have no idea how to do any of this shit anymore. I am live. I can sort him on music. That's funny. Hold on. What microphone is he? Is he using my Yeti? That's so weird if he's using. He is using my Yeti.
Lol. Alright, that should be better now. Why has it got two different audio input captures? Is it twice? Is it really doing it twice? I should get rid of one of them, right? I should delete that one. Alright, does this one still work? Right, cool. Well, hey! Okay, cool. He is cute. He's a cute boy. I like how I can now listen to my stream without you guys hearing it. It's pretty funny. I can have fucking desktop audio and you guys can't just hear it. Gigacule. Gigacule? I fucking... Right then. Let's make some coffee. Let's make some fucking breakfast. Welcome to the life of a degenerate, depressed person struggling to just look after themselves, team. That's what you're going to see today. You're going to see Jess struggling not to kill herself. The best Jess. The best Jess. If anyone wants to jump on and hang out and not say slurs, then you're welcome to do so. But I don't trust myself to do home TV or anything else. Because, I don't know. I'm worried about getting banned forever. I finally turned the stream off so I don't just hear myself 15 seconds delayed or 19 seconds delayed or whatever the hell it is. I should probably put the camera on a tripod. That way when I go into the hallway, you can see where I go. You can follow me around my house. It's got like a Bluetooth body cam. You can just walk around my house and you guys can be like, whoa, Jess, house tour, let's go. Right then. What are you guys going to get from me today? I don't know. I don't know what you're going to get from me today. Genuinely, no idea what you're going to get from me today. Although I'm listening to like intense, like techno, weird stuff. I wonder if I could take my pants off without like getting TOS. I'm gonna put some shorts on. You guys want to see my cool tattoos? I have so many cool tattoos now. I went ham. And now I have all the tattoos. Oh! Let's do it without showing off my genitals. My doogie's like, Mama, what's going on? My dog's so cute. I got coffee all over my trousers. I did a very silly thing. I went to the park and I was like, I'm not gonna take a bag. I don't need a bag. Bags are overrated. So I didn't take a bag. And I decided instead to just carry everything. So I carried my coffee cup in my hand. But obviously, dog poo. So I was like, where can I put my coffee cup while I hold dog poo and lead? So I put it in my lower pocket. My fucking calf pocket. And walked with a coffee cup in my calf pocket. And it was like splashing a little bit. I was like, oh shit. I've left the lid open. That must be the reason it's splashing. Let's slide the lid in the other direction. That wasn't. The lid was closed and it was splashing anyway. But anyway, I didn't check that. So I just kept walking with the lid open. Now my skiing trousers are drenched in coffee. Coffee. I might shove them in the shower. Just like spray them. So I suppose I could put them in the wash. It'd take forever to dry though, the skiing pants. Can you see me in the kitchen? You can sort of. I might turn it a bit so you get more kitchen vision. I'm gonna spend a lot of time in the kitchen, I think. It's gonna be a kitchen stream. Because I'm making porridge and coffee. Let's do this. Imagine having a tripod, team. Clearly I don't use it for anything suspect. That's clearly not why I have a tripod. What does that look like? What have I done? What have I done? I got my ass out. Look, I got my ass out. Oh boy. Anyway, see my tattoos. So, tattoos I've done. I've got vegan thing. Got the anarchy sign. I've got a teapot between Mars and the Earth, which is Bertrand Russell's teapot. I've got the intersectional vegan flag that I need to colour in, that I invented, because I'm weird and I invent flags. And then I've got a bunch of lines around. I realise that these are going to be bisected perfectly in the middle, so like literally you just got the worst view of my tattoos ever because of the way I've bisected the camera. But why? But hey ho, that's lol. That's funny as hell. Going back and looking at the way I've bisected the camera is ridiculous. Sorry, team. Sorry to have set up the camera in the most insane way possible. It's funny though, right? I mean, I wouldn't call it fun. It's weird. Weird is funny. Funny is weird. I'm trying my best. Imagine being a person who tries to do things. Yeah, that's bad. I mean, it's not bad, but it could be worse. Right, let's put laundry on. Let's move the old laundry, put the new laundry on. Try and sort out our miserable lives. And engage with some of the chat. Got Brooke telling me she wants to buy me things. Brooke, stop trying to buy me things. I'm rich as fuck. I don't need you to buy me things. I'm just fucking weirdly autistic when it comes to spending money on myself. I just bought loads of stuff actually. I bought myself some dog balls for the dog. I bought myself a little bit of new makeup because I ran out of makeup. I ran out of the makeup that I've been using for the last year and a half. So I ordered the stuff that I could find. I need to work out how to find some of the other stuff that I still need. I also ordered like a throwy thing for the dog, and I ordered what else did I order? Some things. There's something else. I have no idea what it was. It was something I needed though. Maybe I didn't. I think maybe it was just makeup and dog stuff. I really want to get I'm off to a concert at the end of November, and I really want to go like ridiculous. Like I'm off to two. I'm off one at the start of December and one at the end of November. They're the same concert, weirdly enough, but in two different cities. And I really want to go in like a full like monk robe with like no like back, so it's like just monk top and then get the fucking legs out, right? Because the legs are the legs. But like very very sort of like like medieval like priest vibes, like like horror film priest, but just with like slutty legs. For like big dancing, for giga dance. So I kind of want to order like a black like a bed sheet and and then like some like white ribbon or something, and just go ham making like full on anime girl costumes. Probably will do that, but I don't have much time left. I think there's gonna be a lot of arts and crafts in the next couple of weeks. I think probably not gonna be very much. There's definitely not gonna be any live stream of activism because I'm petrified of being banned. I did do some recordings of activism while I was banned for 2 weeks, but like almost none. And like I don't have the ability to like edit it like consistently because ADHD. And every time I try, I fail. And I'm just really terrified of like uploading something that's gonna inadvertently have like some stuff in it that's like, you know, not okay for YouTube, and then get my channel deleted basically. Which annoys me because basically that means that the fear of getting my channel deleted means I'm not using my channel to do activism, which means the channel might as well be deleted, right? But I just genuinely don't know what to do with that. It might be the case that I start live streaming on Twitch instead. I don't know if anyone follows me on Twitch. Or I really try and get a TikTok up. If you guys want to follow me on Twitch and TikTok, that would maybe help. You can find me. But just no one watches Twitch, right? Unless you're a degenerate, you don't watch Twitch. I'm sure no one in this chat is like, oh, yes, I have a Twitch account, Jess. I constantly check Twitch to see if people I like are live. Unless the any of you Destiny viewers? Is that what we're learning? The Destiny viewers in chat are like, yeah, I check Twitch all the time. I think L in chat for the F in chat for the Destiny viewers. I'm just listening to like ridiculously like fast like. I want to go dancing. I really want to go dancing. I actually really want to go dancing. I've discovered at Vegan Camp Out that when given the ability to dance, I can dance for like many hours straight, many hours straight, and dancing is such good exercise. Such good exercise. It's like running, but for your whole body. And I hate running, but I love dancing. Ugh. So I kind of want to go dancing. I don't know where, how, or when though. Might start going into Leeds. Get some MDMA. I mean, don't get any MDMA because that's bad. I'm not gonna do that. And go into Leeds and get incredibly buff by doing dancing. Right, so I'm gonna vacuum, make porridge. I'm gonna put the washing on. I'm gonna attempt to engage with chat in some way. You guys are probably all left by now. Yep. Oh, wow. Are you guys objectifying? Am I being objectified? Do you like my house, team? Turn my camera a bit. We have some funny genders in chat. Genuine question to the people in chat who are saying things about gender. Are you being transphobic? Or are you genuinely, like, not taking the piss? Because I am a trans woman. I didn't expect to get random strangers just coming in and saying funny things, though. That's kind of cool. Apparently, trans woman turns on webcam, funny things happen, is like a thing now. Is that just like a default state? Why do people come? Like, there's a bunch of you here who are just here to, like, misgender. Like, why are you here? Like, what's, like, the purpose? Are you, like, you having fun? Like, I mean, are we providing a service? I've discovered that people on the internet take, like, enjoyment and entertainment in like just being abusive. Is that why you guys here? You guys here for some entertainment? Does saying abusive things in chat like do something for you? Because I'm okay if it does, you know. If I'm giving some meaningful like sort of contribution to your life just by existing so that you can be hateful, I mean, okay, that's fine. I'll take it. I don't mind you guys coming here and being hateful. It's kind of weird though. I'm kind of worried for you. If you're in Britain, there's a 116123 helpline that you can ring. For anyone who's lonely and wants to talk about their problems, it's really good. I definitely suggest that to anyone who's like struggling. You know, it's what I did. I used to ring them every single day for like a year because I was also really sad and I just needed something to do in my life. Maybe you guys should do that too. You know, maybe you should try. Maybe you should see if you can find help for the. Oh boy, that's disgusting. Oh boy, Jess, you left that teapot way too long, darling. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, we're pouring boiling water on that. Oh boy. Apparently, when you start cleaning your house and you find a teapot that's been left for like multiple months with like fruit inside it, that's just like literally become like a silk cone, like sort of spider web of awfulness. Oh boy, I'm gonna put you back in the teapot. Put the lid on. Okay, team. We're dealing with the depression. We're dealing with it. The depression's being dealt with. We're doing it. Everyone's like, hey, streamer, clean your house. It's disgusting. That's what the purpose of today's stream is, team. We're cleaning our house. Because it is disgusting. You're right. You are right. You are correct. This house is disgusting and it should be better. We should look after ourselves. We should care about ourselves. That is the purpose of today. It is to care about ourselves. Try and put some books back on the bookshelf. Try and work out whether some packaging can go in the recycle bin. Maybe bin some things that we don't need, but we just have an issue or are unable to get rid of, you know? All the good things. That's what we're doing today. My dog's going to get really upset because I'm about to vacuum. So you're going to hear some barking. Look at me go. I'm vacuuming. I wonder if you can hear the vacuum. Can team hear the vacuum? And if you can hear it, how bad is it? That's the question, team. How bad's the vacuum cleaner? I wonder how many are sat here, like, typing to me, like, expecting me to read. Because I do read about every 4 minutes, team. Although I've got my social media manager, Vegan Postmortem, and Brooke, for some reason answering questions in chat. We love them. They're our little homies. I say little because they're short. They're actually older than me. They're way better than me. They're better than me in every single way. I don't patronize them in any way whatsoever because they are just superior to me in all ways. The vacuum is quiet. Thank you, team. Thank you, tech support chat. We love you. Have you guys ever gone on YouTube just to watch some like depressed trans girl vacuum her own living room before? Right? Because now you have. Now you're here watching a depressed person use YouTube as a body double to vacuum her fucking living room. That is the state of 2024. What did anyone think of the election? Is anyone looking forward to the end of the world? I shouldn't really be vacuuming my living room, right? Because the nuclear bombs are going to come soon, right? So, does it really matter, you know? When they find my irradiated corpse in the rubble of my flat, you know, after the world is over and aliens have come and found us, right? There'll be a vacuum cleaner. And they'll be like, what was this device? Why was it used? What was the purpose of this device? And they'll find it full of dog hair. And they'll be like, this was a dog hair receptacle. This is where she combed the dog and put the dog hair in this little box for some reason. Yep, that's what's gonna happen. Oh boy, I don't want to read that. I don't want to read that. How do you know what we identify as? The way you find out how someone identifies, right, is you ask them. Right? That's how it works. We as individuals, it's very hard to tell someone's gender by looking at them. Right? You can make an informed sort of like guess based on how they present themselves. But really, the best way to find out whether or not someone is, you know, a woman or a man or neither, is to be like, yo, what pronouns do you use? And usually they'll say, hey, I use these pronouns. And then they might even explain, you know, why they use them if they're not like a woman or a man, right? Because if they go, yo, I use she, her pronouns, and then they say nothing, it means they're probably a woman, right? But if they go, yo, I use she, her pronouns, but I'm actually like trans, femme, non-binary, then you've just found out their gender, right? How cool is that? And if you don't know, you're just like, yo, that person looks cool, they're really cool. I think they might be a woman, but I'm not sure, so I'm just going to use they, them for a bit, right? And maybe one day, I'll strike up a conversation with them, because, like, I don't know what gender they are, and it'd be really nice to know so I can stop using they, them, and, like, know for sure that they're, you know, whatever gender. Or maybe I'll just know that I'm gendering them correctly by using they, them. See how cool it is? See how normal and basic it is? Trans is really not that hard. Gender is really not that complicated for other people to interact with. Right? For individuals, though, for some individuals, gender's like, whoa, what the fuck's going on, bro? It's like a Van Gogh painting. But it's not hard for us. It's not hard for the plebs, you know? It's not hard for us to be like, yo, what's your pronouns? Pretty simps. It's pretty simple, and my middle name's simple. So, you know, I think I can speak with authority on that. It's the first time I've said my middle name's simple. It is. It actually is. It is actually simple. Not just memeing. Although, when I chose the middle name Simple, I was actually memeing. What is going on here? What do we want to learn about, team? What do you want to learn about? I'm making porridge. Does anyone know that you can feed dogs porridge? Does anyone know that? Dogs will happily eat porridge. If you make porridge for a dog with porridge oats and peanut butter, right? These motherfuckers will be like, yo, give me that. My plant-based puppo is incredibly happy with his breakfast. In fact, he's so happy with it. He's so excited for it. He's like, Mama, don't wait for it to go cool. I want it now. Give me it now. I can't give him it now, though, because if I give him it now, he will throw it up. Because dogs shouldn't really eat hot food. So I'm going to wait a bit. But what you'll see, whilst we wait, is this puppo desperately trying to get his porridge off the side. Because he's a little cutie. Put it there so he can't get up. He's a little cutie. I really want back legs tattoos. I think I'm going to get like human rights and then like animal rights. But I'm not sure. Tattooing the back of my own legs is going to be an absolute nightmare. It's going to be an absolute nightmare. I think I'm looking forward to doing this arm more than I am like my own ass. Right? Because like, I think basically the only way to do your own ass is get a mirror on the floor and then like look in the mirror. It's really hard. But I kind of want to do it myself, just to save all the monies, because tattoos cost a lot of money. A lot of money. So if I do it myself, it'll be way cheaper. And it's also funny. It's funny to do your own tattoos. Right, I'm going to kill this with fire. bro, that's disgusting. I don't even know what to do with it. It's disgusting. It's so bad. Mold. Right. There you. What's everyone saying? So what's the porridge recipe? All right, the porridge recipe is for the dog. For me, actually, for me, the porridge recipe is boil your porridge oats with some peanut butter. I do about half a cup of oats, and then a tablespoon of peanut butter. Then after that's boiled, you pop in some frozen berries like raspberries, blueberries, blackberries, strawberries, and then you put in some frozen pineapple, and you mix it all together so that it melts. So your fruit's melted. Then on both of them, the dog food and mine, I put flaxseed and chia seed, and then I put a bit of cinnamon and a bit of ginger. And it's good. It's very, very good breakfast. Very good for you. Look at my big muscly legs. Look at my big muscly legs. My ultra marathoner legs. Hot girl legs. Right, what am I doing? Washing machine and vacuuming. As an ADHD person, because I am, I struggle to do tasks simultaneously. I will constantly stop one task and start the next. I'll also really struggle to finish the task that I'm currently doing. So what you're going to see is you're going to see me constantly flip backwards and forwards between tasks that I should have just finished and then moved on. But I couldn't, team. I couldn't. If I could have finished them and then moved on, I would have done. But I couldn't. Could I, dog? No, I couldn't. Because I have mental health issues. Ha! I love you, dog. Right. Breakfast on the way, vacuuming. Back to vacuuming. Why is it cruelty? Hey? Hey, Nilla. Right, Nilla, let's have a little question, right? So, let's say we have a dog. Let's say we have a dog called Sarge, right? And Sarge, right, could either eat other dead animals, right, or, you know, fruit and vegetables, right? Oats and you know, food that's equally good for him, right, that he enjoys just as much and doesn't cause any harm, right? Why would we say that the dog, Sarge, deserves to eat other animals, right, more than those other animals deserve to live? Because what you're saying, right, when you say that my dog deserves to eat meat, is that his right to eat animals is more important than their right to live, right? So, if you truly believe that my dog has a right to kill animals, to eat them, wouldn't it, like, make sense then that you believe that he should be allowed to eat other dogs, right? Because why would he have any right to sort of eat more than those dogs? You know, like, it doesn't make any sense, right? But if you genuinely believe that my dog deserves to eat meat, feel free to kill your own dog, right, and send them to me, and I'll feed them to him, right? But otherwise, I'm just gonna feed him plants, right? Because no animals get killed. He's a happy boy, right? And he's just as healthy. In fact, there's significant evidence now to show that plant-based pups, plant-based doggos, actually live longer than animals that are fed meat, right? Of the 3 oldest dogs on the planet that have ever lived, 2 of them were vegan. 2 of them ate plant-based food, right? So if there's such significant evidence that animals can live longer and be just as happy, right, without killing any other animals, why would we ever choose to kill animals? Why would we ever opt in to, like, feeding them dead animals? Like, it's worse for the environment, it's worse for him, it's worse for me, it's worse for the animals that he kills, it's just worse for everybody. Doesn't make any sense. The only reason that you want to feed my dog any meat, right, is because you have this weird idea that that's what dogs should do, right? It's your like strange like view of the world that the world should be the exact way you want the world to be, right? Which is just kind of weird, right? Like when we know objectively that it's better for everyone to do something differently, but we decide that like it should be a certain way, then what we're basically saying is my worldview is more important than objective reality, right? It'd be like saying, hey, X, being deserves to not be trapped as much as X other being just because I want it to be that way, right? What you're sort of advocating for is because you want dogs to eat meat, you think my dog, right, should have to eat meat, even though it would be worse for him, which it's just kind of strange. Dude, vacuuming is really hard. Really hard. It just doesn't work, does it? What you do is you get a vacuum that's like 20 years old and doesn't work properly, right? And you run it over the floor and it doesn't pick the things up. And then you desperately try and get it to keep working. And you have to move all the stuff around, right? Like your tattoo gun that for some reason is just lying here unused on the floor. Right? The massive big microphone that someone sent you for free that is just for some reason living here on the floor. You have to move everything about, right? So you can actually get to the floor. And then once you've run your vacuum over the floor, it doesn't even pick the stuff up. He's suffering because of my stupidity. My stupidity. I've put a lot of effort into researching like whether or not my dog's diet is better for him or not. Why would you think it's stupidity? It's not like I've just decided this would be better for him. I literally have books about dog nutrition. When's the last time you read a book about dog nutrition, huh? Have you ever read a book about dog nutrition? The world would be a better place if most pet owners read a book about the nutrition of their health, of their pets, right? And yet most people don't. The reason they don't is because they don't really care about, making their pet sort of like as happy as possible. They just sort of do what they believe is true, right? They do the things that they sort of, been brought up to be true. Right? I didn't expect to be talking about vegan pets. I thought we'd just chill out and vacuum. But that's okay. We can talk about vegan pets. Look at me go, team. Look at me go. I'm doing it. I'm doing the vacuuming. The music that I'm listening to is currently so, like, not appropriate to the action that I'm doing. It's like, what's the, it's like Eurobeats. It's like absurd, like, sort of drum and bass. I want to dance, dude. I can just dance around my flat. Right, I vacuumed. I did it, team. I did one task. Actually, that's not true. Cat Kennel Country. I ate animals for 28 years. I am very much aware of a world where eating animals is normal. Right? I was raised in a world where eating animals is normal. Right? I was brought up in a world where eating animals was normal. For most of my life, right? For more than 5/6 of my life, right? Which is maths. It's like what 16 point something percent. So 100 minus 16 is 84. For like more than 85% of my life, I ate meat, right? And I loved the taste of meat. And if you gave me meat, I would still find it delicious, right? But I wouldn't eat meat anymore, right? Because animals die, right? I would no more eat a steak than I would kill my dog with a hammer and eat him, right? It just doesn't make sense to me. I can have wonderful, tasty food without harming any animals. So why would I ever choose to harm animals, right? Why would I ever opt in to animals being harmed if it's needless? Do you see? And I understand that like other people live in a world where they've not learnt that yet, right? But just because other people haven't learnt that yet doesn't make it true. It doesn't make it like true that this harm isn't caused, right? And it's weird when I literally am doing something that doesn't harm anyone, having other people demand that I do harm so that they feel better about causing harm, right? Like, that's the reason that people who do still eat animals want other people to do it as well. It's because they don't want to be the only person doing it, right? They don't want to feel like othered by the fact that like the rest of society has rejected something that they believe is okay to do, right? And that's why people get angered by vegans doing vegan things. Is because they feel like their choices are being questioned just by vegans existing, right? And to some extent they are, right? Like if we can live healthy lives and run fucking marathons and shit whilst not killing animals, right? Whilst boycotting animal agriculture and abstaining from consuming animal products, there's no reason that other people couldn't do the same, right? And I'm not going to tell other people not to do it, right? But I am going to point out that you don't have to, right? And I am going to say, look, if you don't want to, if you think animals shouldn't be harmed needlessly, why are you paying for them, right? Because that's what I needed. I needed someone to do that for me, right? And I'm really glad they did. Because being vegan was the best decision I ever made. And I say that as a trans woman, right? Which is wild, right? It's wild that the best decision I ever made, despite making two insanely, like, important decisions in my life, right? Being a woman and also being vegan. It's crazy that veganism is the bigger one, right? Like, to a non-vegan, they'd be like, what the hell? Right? Even to a trans woman, they'd be like, whoa, really? Right? I know parents who say that being vegan is like the bigger decision to them than being a parent, right? Because becoming a parent wasn't something they really thought about, right? It was just something they did, right? But being vegan is like a conscious decision to like be a better person, right? To like not contribute to animals being harmed, which is more meaningful usually than any other decision you make, right? I'm gonna come engage with chat, see what chat's doing. Feel bad when I just talk at people. I need like a big whiteboard somewhere in my house that projects chat. Yeah, I don't agree with it anymore. Right? Like that's the whole point, right? Is I used to do what you do, right? I used to do exactly what you do, right? And it's not right. The thing is, right? Like I understand that you don't like this idea that it seems strange, but the reason I did it was because I didn't think about whether or not I should do it, right? And now that I've started thinking about it, it is strange, right? It's strange that we've normalized a society to do harm, right? Like because we don't need to, right? Like we don't need to do it. And I wouldn't say it's strange, right? If you ask me my personal decision, like my personal opinion on eating meat, I think it's abhorrent, right? I would never do it because I know it is now abhorrent, right? But I'm not sure I'd call the world abhorrent. I'd just say they don't think about it, you know? We used to live in a world, and people don't like this analogy, but I think it's a really good one. We used to live in a world where we used to treat children really badly, right? Children used to be used as basically cheap labor in factories and mines and various industries, right? It was really bad, right? Like having children be used as like a form of labor, right, was really, really not good. But it was commonplace, right? Everyone did it, right? You know, it was weird to have a factory that didn't have a child working it somewhere, right? Usually they would do small jobs that, you know, people would say, oh, it's better for small hands to do these jobs, right? And when we look back at it, we realize just how fucked up that is, right? But at the time, it was normal, right? And that's how I see a world where we use animals for food, right? It's exactly the same as that to me, right? It's just the fact that society hasn't yet realized what we're doing is wrong, right? Because it's just been normal to do it, right? And I'm not saying it's equal to like harm a child as it is to harm an animal, but at no point were we ever like farming children for food, right? We were never like literally breeding children to eat them, right? So the harm that we do to these animals is significantly worse than we did to children, right? And you know, there's not really that much difference between a human, right? Especially a young, like sort of undeveloped human, right? And an animal, right? There are a lot of animals that are significantly more intelligent than like young kids, right? And are considerably more like sort of emotionally capable than young kids, right? And I'm not saying we should value those animals more than children, but it's strange that we value them so incredibly less, right? Like, can you imagine ever keeping kids in like a big swimming pool and like only feeding them when they did a trick for like a crowd, right? Because we used to do that. We used to have circuses that did that to kids, right? But that's abhorrent, right? We know that that's abhorrent. Now we do it to dolphins, right? And we don't even think about whether or not it's wrong. Do it to killer whales, and we don't even consider whether or not it's wrong. Yeah, that's my point. My point is, why do we do this, right? And if you don't have a justification for why we do it, maybe stop, right? If you don't know why we harm individuals in this way, let's not do it anymore. Let's stop. And if the answer is just because I like the taste of meat, then it's pleasure, right? It's dogfighting, right? It's you know, it's bullfighting, right? It's all these things that most people, I would hope, I think are wrong, right? I mean, it's weird to say that, right? Like saying that, like talking about whether or not we should harm animals makes you hungry is kind of strange, right? It's kind of weird. It's like me saying, like, you know, oh, the idea of talking about child's rights, right, is making me really want to go and buy some shoes, you know? It's making me really want to go and buy some cheap clothing, right? Thinking about the victims is really making me want to pay for an industry that harms the victims. It kind of just shows that you're invested in the product and don't really care about the victims, right? Which, if you're proud of that, then, you know, that's kind of weird, right? You know, being proud of knowing you're doing harm is strange, right? Like, I can understand if you were like, yo, look, you know, you're talking about this food and, like, my addiction's flaring up, and I know it's bad, but, like, I am addicted, blah, 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 blah. I think I'm going to struggle to eat, to not eat bacon and eggs, even though I know it causes harm. I wish I didn't do it, but I just can't stop myself. Like, that's fine, right? Because that, you know, at least you're not taking pride in it. But to take pride in the abuse of individuals that are harmed just seems kind of strange to me. Just seems really weird. Should I do vinegar and bicarbonate of soda? Is that a thing? Is that how you clean? Am I an alchemist now? Am I learning about cleaning? It is vinegar and bicarb, right? And they become a neutral substance that cleans whilst becoming neutral, right? That's how it works. Right? The chemical reaction of them neutralizing each other somehow causes a cleaning effect, right? Are any housewives in chat? Where's Kerry when I need her? It's working. It's working. I'm cooking. I'm I'm cooking the dirt. Look at me go. Who said I wasn't a woman? Hashtag women things. That's more like a dad thing, right? Knowing that you can mix vinegar and bicarbonate and soda to like clean feels more like a dad thing. Feels more like a chemistry teacher dad thing. That's okay. I'm a boy with she, her pronouns, team. Yes, I am. People are like, what are you on about, Jesse? Really? Are you genuinely? I think I am. I think I might be a boy with she, her pronouns. I think I might be. Oh, porridge. Porridge so good. Let's wait till you guys see me out of the pan. We're gonna get some oh my god use a bowl in chat. I love the oh my god use a bowl in chat. Gang. Sorry. Enjoying myself too much. Has everyone given up? Has everyone given up on debating? Everyone's like, yo, I don't want to debate with her. She just monologues at me. She never reads the chat. What do we care about? What do we care about other than being trans and other than being vegan? Right? Why do I only get the people in here who want to debate my existence and the fact that I don't harm animals, right? Why is no one like, yo, sick tattoos? Yo, your legs look great. Yo, how do you run so many marathons? I don't run that many marathons. Literally never run a marathon. I'm such a liar. I ran one ultra marathon. One ultra. And it wasn't even a good time, team. It was an average time. Imagine doing an ultra and getting an average time. Average. Just the cliche ultra runner. At least I didn't do like 11 hours though. Some people did real slow. I think the slowest person was like 14 hours, which is almost double my time. So I'm pretty proud with 8. But that's not the point, right? The point is, if you don't need to harm animals, right? Cat kennel, right? If you don't need to harm animals, right? Then the optional choice to do so, right? Just for your pleasure is weird, right? Like, would you be okay with like dog fighting? Would you be okay with I don't know, bullfighting? Like, are you okay with like dog and bullfighting cat kennel? To what extent is it wrong to harm an animal, right? In medieval Europe, we used to take in medieval Europe. By the way, my dog has literally finished his porridge like instantly. In medieval Europe, we used to take cats and basically set them on fire for like entertainment. Are you okay with that? Like, is that good humor to you? Or is that wrong? I don't know. To what extent is it wrong to harm an animal for your pleasure? Where do you draw the line? Because there must be a line, right? You must not be okay with just animals being like gratuitously harmed for like other people's entertainment, right? Or are you? Because I mean, at least if you are, it's sort of morally consistent, right? Ah, bro, washing a teapot that you're never going to use ever again, that you like accidentally made ridiculously moldy, sucks. Sucks. So I think what I'm going to do today, if I actually get some free time, is I'm going to practice tattooing with mixed colors. Because I really want to try doing light pink and light blue. Um, okay, well, if you find something to be... Omega, like, if you think it is wrong to use pleasure to justify harming others, why wouldn't you, like, consider the harm caused when you consume food? Or do you? Do you consider the harm caused when you consume food? Am I speaking to, like, a vegan? And it's, like, it's okay. Like, I don't want you to feel defensive here, but, like, it's just a question, right? Like, because the reason I talk about this is because I never considered it, right? I used to say that I was a person who loved animals and didn't want to use, like, I didn't want to harm animals needlessly. But I did. I ate steaks constantly, right? And I really enjoyed those steaks. And because I did enjoy those steaks, I never considered whether or not I should, continue to consume those steaks, right? I just did it. I just did it anyway. And the reason I talk about it so much is because I really wish I'd considered it. Like, I really, really wish I'd considered, the harm I do to animals. So now I talk about it quite a lot to people on here. But like, if I could choose to like be vegan or be trans like 10 years earlier, I would choose to be vegan 10 years earlier. Which is wild, right? Because the fact that I was trans and didn't do anything about it made my life miserable. Like, I was miserable because I was a non like a a closeted trans woman, right? Because I didn't know that I should just go and be a girl, be a woman. I was miserable. But I would still choose veganism earlier, right? Because I know that like that would do more good, right? That would be better for the world. And I think this is a hard one. This is a really hard one. But I think if someone waved a magic wand and said, "Look, you can either be born as a girl or be born as a vegan," then I think I'd pick to be born as a vegan, right? And like, it's making me almost cry saying that, right? Because that hurts, right? But why wouldn't I pick that, right? Like, why would I put myself over hundreds or thousands of animals, right? If someone says, "Hey, look, there's a lion attacking you," right? Kill the lion or die, then I might kill the lion. I genuinely might, right? I probably would, right? If someone says, there's 5 wolves attacking you, kill 5 wolves or live, I might kill 5 wolves, right? If it's life or death, me or 5 animals, I would probably kill them, right? I probably just wouldn't like die. But that's not the amount of animals we kill every year by eating meat, right? The amount of animals we kill every year by eating meat is stupendous, right? By eating meat, eggs, and dairy, right? By eating, fish, by eating all these products that cause animal death, right? Right, and even animal suffering, right? Like, like the wool industry, it does eventually kill sheep because all wool sheep eventually become meat. But the amount of suffering it causes prior is also important, right? So if I could choose, right, for those 28 years of animal consumption to just be like clicked and taken away, why would I not pick that? Okay. Well, what, like, Omega, like, have you tried vegan food? Like, genuinely, like, have you tried vegan food? Because what you're sort of saying is I don't really consider the morality of it enough to, like, decide whether or not it's wrong, right? And I think a lot of the reason that people don't do that is because they're worried about not having nice food, right? They're worried about, like, having to, like, make drastic changes in their lives, right? And, like, their lives being, like, way harder and more difficult, right? And if you don't know how hard it would be, if you don't know how good the food is, how do you know if that'll be the case, right? Like, you're here having this conversation with me, right? Probably for one of the first times about veganism and animal rights and stuff, right? And it's fine if this is the first time you've ever considered it, right? I don't want you to feel like attacked. Because 28, like, 5 years ago when I was 28 years old, I went through a similar process, right? I had to come to terms with the fact that I'd never considered this before and decide whether or not I was going to be vegan, right? And I did make that decision. But I'd eaten a steak the day before, right? Or 3 days before, or whenever it was, right? So why not think about it today? Why not give it the genuine consideration that it probably deserves today, right? And if you think, maybe this weird trans girl's right, Maybe this odd cleaning her house, eating porridge, feeding her dog porridge trans girl is right. Then why not try some vegan food, right? Why not be like, yo, let's see if I can do veganism for a month, Because it doesn't cost anything. I promise you that, right? Like, it really doesn't cost anything, other than, like, the societal, like, absurdity of the fact that you don't do something that everyone else does. Yeah, right. It's probably not even morally permissible. It is easier though, right? Like, it is more convenient. Some might even argue it's more pleasurable, right? But I don't think any of that is okay to, like, justify immoral actions, right? Taiji, he wants my porridge too, right? That's how good my porridge is. That's how much this dog enjoys porridge. He wants mine as well. Just want more food. I think he just wants more food. I give him some vegan dog food, some vegan dog kibble. Let's put it somewhere that the people can see. The only reason I've got my dog, right, is because he's cute. That's the only reason. Only reason. It's not. I love my dog. My dog's amazing, but he is cute. He's actually a massive hassle. It's really hard having a dog, especially if you're really depressed. But being really depressed and having a dog means you don't means you don't give up on life, because you gotta look after your dog. So I'm really glad I've got my dog, because I probably would have given up if I didn't. I'm really fortunate. I've got a little doogie. Well, he's not that little. He's pretty big. I've got a big doogie to make me get out of bed every morning and make me do things that I otherwise probably wouldn't do, like shop and cook, and very rarely clean. What have I got? I've got some random tat. I've got a thing. Someone got me a thing to put on my desk I don't want. They also got me a thing that I don't want. And they also got me another thing that I don't want. They got me lots of things I don't want. And I don't know what to do with them. I'd quite like to just put them in the bin. You like the mouth sounds of me eating my porridge. Good, ASMR stream, ASMR stream. I'm glad you like the mouth sounds of me eating my porridge. I've got a penguin sticker that I'm going to stick somewhere. I'm not yet sure where I'm going to stick it, but I am going to stick it somewhere. I might stick it on the side of my webcam. Because why not, eh? It'll cover the vent, though. You guys are, like, getting a really weird close-up of my face. bisected in half. Wow, I didn't even think of that. It's gonna look really strange. I'm gonna put it on. Where am I gonna put it, bro? I'm gonna put it on my friend's water bottle, and then when I give it back to them, they'll be like, "Yo, why is there an extra sticker on my water bottle?" And I'll be like, "If you don't like it, take it off." There you go. Gift it to a friend. I've got all like this stuff. I've got all these like little boxes for like the tattoo gun and stuff I bought. And I don't like throwing things away. I hate throwing things away. But I can't not. I can't do it. Good boy. I forgot. Come on, Omega. I asked you a question. Do you remember that question? Why wouldn't you? Having engaged with this weird trans streamer, what would stop you being like, yo, let's try veganism? Because the thing is, like, with veganism, right? When you eat animal products, right? When you spend your life eating animal products, it's really hard to actually sort of like question whether or not it's ethical to do so whilst you're consuming the animal products. Right, we have this thing in our brain where whilst we're doing an action, it's really hard for us to like consider whether or not that action is like bad, right? Whether or not that action is moral or not. So to some extent, in order to actually like, you know, make a decision about whether or not you should be vegan like fairly, it should be done whilst not consuming animal products, right? Like, and the wonderful comparison we always use is, you know, if you were currently beating your wife, right? Great analogy. We love the great analogies. We love the great analogies. Right? If you were currently beating your wife, right, and all of a sudden you wanted to decide whether or not you should continue to do so, right? You decided that you were going to make, you know, a moral sort of like a moral decision about whether or not you should continue to beat your wife, right? Then it would be unfair to do like to continue beating them whilst coming to that decision. Right? You should abstain from the act whilst you decide whether or not it's moral, right? Because the very like point of, you know, deciding whether or not something is moral means that you're questioning the morality of it, right? It means that you're basically saying, hey, I'm not sure if I should do this, right? Which means that you think there might be some harm to doing so, right? Which means if you know there's some harm to do in doing so, then you should at least stop doing it whilst you come to that decision, right? It also makes you make a more impartial decision because you're not doing the thing you're addicted to. You know? Everyone's like, I hate you, Jess. Why do you always make me think about hard things? Wait, is this Bimmy? Am I just talking to Bimmy? Oh, I forgot you were Bimmy. Just wasting my life talking to Bimmy again. You know, thanks, Bimmy. Thanks for trapping me again. Right then, let's carry on and do something else, something more productive. Monologue about something else. What can I monologue about? I wish people wouldn't buy me trinkets. I hate trinkets. I hate them so bad. I'll put them on the mantelpiece above the bin. And that way, if I ever run out of space on that mantelpiece above the bin, the thing I care about the least can just go in the bin. That's the solution. That's the solution. It's a bad solution, but it's better than the one I currently have. Which is keep them forever on my table, never interact with them, pretend they don't exist. I love getting like letters to my full dead name. That's so funny. with like all the fucking names in there. It's like they're to a different person. It's weird. It's like receiving like post to like some aristocratic man that used to live here with all of his long, complicated names. His long, very posh names. Meanwhile, my name's like fucking, I don't know, it looks like a cartoon character's name. I love my cartoon character name. It's so cool. Genuinely the coolest name ever. It's like I let a child name myself. I did let a child name myself. I used all the names that my childhood self picked. I love it. I might dye my hair today. I don't know if I should dye my hair though, because it's like greasy. And I'm not really sure if you should dye greasy hair or not. But I want to. I want to dye it before tomorrow, because I'm off to lie naked on the streets tomorrow. And I would like to do so with dyed hair, because it's just better. It's just better. So I should probably do so. Oh, I need to order some paper. Should order some paper. Yeah, that's my plan. So I'm gonna order some paper, and I'm gonna order order. Who is the British guy? The British leader of the house. Something order. He used to shout that like 3 or 4 years ago. He was a cool guy. I mean, he was a meme. He wasn't. He was non-vegan, so he was a bit of a dick. But still, order. I've got loads of running. I got loads of running numbers. I need to work out where to keep them. They're really precious to me. I care about them. But everything's really precious to me. And I don't know where to keep the things that are precious to me. Where'd you live? Where'd you live, eh? My house is just a mess. My house is such a mess. It's weird that I'm not tattooing myself today. I'm having 1 day's break from tattooing myself, and then I'm gonna go mental tomorrow. I'm gonna like cleave my my colours. Tomorrow. I'm really excited. I'm very, very excited for like finally like putting large amounts of ink into my leg. I have no idea like how to do it. I don't know if like you're supposed to color mix on one needle, or if you're supposed to like use a different needle for every color, if there's a certain order in which you're supposed to go through the colors in order to have them like match the best. I have no idea, but I'm really excited to just like find out. I'm really excited to just see. My body has just become like a little experiment, which is beautiful. And that's basically what I do with HRT, right? My whole body is just an experiment. I used to have so much fear about like what to do and how to do it, and now it's just like, yo, let's see, let's find out together. It's such like a beautiful feeling of like freedom and how else would I describe it? I don't know how else I'd describe it. go. Aha, race numbers. I might hang them up across my house. I have a piece of string that I used to have hung up for the, God, that feels good. Oh! Okay, I love cling film wrapped legs, feel amazing. I have issues. I have issues, team. I have issues. Issues when it comes to things that are hot. God. I like brushed my elbow on my legs while they're covered in cling film, and now I'm struggling to contain myself. Not like that. Not that. Not an innuendo. Not an innuendo. I'm missing one. What's my other one? I'm missing my Otley Shevin. Where's my Otley Shevin race number? Dog. Where's my Otley Shevin race number? Huh? Did Cat Kennel County leave? Did they leave? They did. They did. What's the difference between Cat Kennel County and my mother? I stopped talking to my mother, whereas Cat Kennel County stopped talking to me. Oh, sorry. I used to say when I streamed, people used to be like, yo, is your mum proud of you? Or yo, is your dad proud? Are your parents proud of you? And I used to all be like, yeah, my mum listens to this. It was a joke, right? Well, it wasn't a joke, but it was like, it was a lie. Recently, I'm like wondering, I wonder if she does. I hope she doesn't. I don't speak about her specifically because of the fact that I worry that she might, and I don't want to hurt her needlessly. Because it just seems cruel. But I hope she doesn't. I think it would be evidence of a unhealthy fixation if she did. Although maybe, I don't know. Maybe people should have a... Maybe it's not an unhealthy fixation to care about what your kids are doing. I don't know. There's a person in my life who I am probably unhealthily fixated on. And I wish I could stop caring about what they're doing. So maybe I'm just projecting. Maybe I'm projecting. Although I sort of care about how they're doing because of the fact that they were in my life for a very long time, and I am invested in them being happy. I don't know if it's a healthy way, to be honest. It's hard, right? When you've been in someone's life for a very long time, it's hard to just like sort of stop. Especially if like, I don't know actually. I don't know, I'm rambling. And we're rambling again. I wonder if anyone listens to these. Can you imagine, like, straight up, can you imagine someone like coming back and listening to this, like, in like hindsight, like after, like not live, and listening to this, right, this little like rambly bit. Like, oh shit, that's really funny. I've been using my tattoo gun wrong the whole time. Bro! Imagine just like not reading the instruction manual of like your tattoo gun. That's so funny. That's really funny. And also really depressing. Wow. I've been using a tattoo gun with a needle that's like fully extended outside of the like aperture. So I've been sort of like having to like self-modulate like how high to hold it so that I don't like have it like plunge into my skin and like do like really deep holes. When actually what I should have done is turned the aperture so that it didn't extend beyond the thing. That's really funny. I'm so insane. Bro. I just do things that are straight up dangerous without even like... Bro. That's like really funny. What's this for? Other than making balloons. Interesting. Oh, I'm supposed to store it in a sterilized pouch. Whoops. This is presumably the sterilized pouch I'm supposed to store it in. Ah! Well, that was dumb. Yo, I'm not clever. I should not have done that. How well. Yeah, I've not followed any of these instructions. The good news is, team, the good news is, next time I tattoo, right, I'll do it properly. That's the good news. Finger on nose. That's the good news. Finger on nose. I love myself. I was really tempted to say I hate myself. But I don't. I don't hate myself. I don't hate myself. I don't hate myself. It sounds like copium. Genuinely, I don't hate myself. I genuinely. I think the ability to do ridiculous things with confidence is like one of the best traits ever. Even though I'm on testosterone, even though I'm no longer on testosterone, I still have testosterone levels of confidence. If I was currently on testosterone, boy, bro, we'd be in for a real treat. Where am I? Does my camera not show me when I'm over there? Wait, is my stream frozen? No, there I am. Right, I think the plan is, what is the plan? What is the plan, Jess? I'm gonna take my washing out. Can I take you with me? I probably can't take you with me. I can take you most of the way. I can take you most of the way, team. You're like, yo, Jess, what the fuck are you doing? Jess, what the fuck are you doing? What is going on, Jess? I don't know, team. I don't know what's going on. Some fun stuff's going on. You're like, yo, why have you pointed at nothing? This is what I do in my house. I just hang things up on things. I just hang things over things. Alright, team. We're gonna go a little bit over here. Welcome to a sorry. Everyone's like, yo, Jess, stop. What are you doing? Stop it, please. What does that look like? I bet that looks ridiculous. Yep, it looks ridiculous. Where are we? God. What an insane. Oh boy. So, I am gonna take my washing and put it in my house. No one has any questions, eh? I should probably just talk about something. What do I want to talk about? Oh, I want to talk about inheritance. Go on, I'll talk about inheritance because that's funny and I have opinions on that. So in the UK, we've recently changed our inheritance laws, our inheritance rates. Now anything above £325,000 has 40% tax on it, which is interesting because it means that I think previously it was 20%. I actually don't know what it previously was. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what it previously was. But 40% is a lot, right? Anything over £325,000 basically gets cut in half, which is a lot. And what that means is that land and house prices are going to drop. Anything over £325,000 is begun being worth considerably less, right? Because it's no longer like we used to use houses as a way of like sort of storing money generationally. And now that won't be the case because of the fact that it's just not efficient to do so. So what we're going to see is we're going to see house prices most likely like reduced significantly, right? Which is really interesting, right? Because usually house prices is like a thing that people sort of weirdly like fetishize being high, and want to be high. So and the interesting thing is because we're going to see, oh my god, okay, no, because we're going to see house prices fall and we're going to see land prices fall. People have to work out how to store their money differently. So I mean, we might see some weird like company shenanigans. But it means that companies or like family things that like rely on the sort of like inheritance of land or expensive like properties are going to really struggle. And one of those ones is farms. Right? We're going to see farmers who usually pass down their houses to their children struggle to do so, right? And farmers usually have pretty high sort of like what's the word? Bills. Like things cost quite a lot of money in a farm, and they don't. They have assets, but those assets are sort of usually incomparable to their sort of profits, right? So they have land that's worth a lot of money, but they have large costs and sort of like turnovers that aren't significantly larger than the costs. So what we're going to see companies that don't have much net profit but very large like gross turnover assets struggle to continue to function because of the fact that the gross value of their land and sort of buildings and stuff is no longer sustained by their like sort of meager net profits. It'd be really interesting to see what happens. I'm a massive advocate of inheritance tax, even though I'm a pretty big beneficiary of inheritance. I think you can't really have a just world where certain people are born with such an extreme starting position because their family were just wealthy. It's not really fair, and it doesn't really make any sense. So I'm a massive advocate for this, and I am excited to see what sort of changes happen because of it. But yeah, I think I don't know. I think a world where God, should we do some socialist shit posting? Does anyone want to hear my socialist shit posting? I think that I think a world where individuals um, like can have everything they ever need in life provided to them if their family is just wealthy enough um, is good, right? But the problem with that world is that it precludes anyone whose family isn't wealthy enough from getting those same things, right? And what we should really aim for is a world where everybody gets the necessities to life without like sort of a prerequisite that their family were rich, right? You know, I shouldn't have all the benefit I have in my life just because my family is rich, right? Whilst other people who aren't lucky enough to have a rich family have to work significantly harder simply because they didn't win the birth lottery. And the solution to that is basically socialism, right? The solution to that is everyone should have a fair start in life, regardless of whether or not their family is rich, right? And the solution to that is instead of houses being sort of passed down from one rich family to their rich children ad infinitum, we should take houses of people who have died, right? And we should allocate them fairly to people who need said houses. Right? If we didn't have a country where huge numbers of our houses are owned by rich people as like Pokemon cards, like as literally Pokemon trading cards that are not used, right, but are just a way of storing wealth. We would have a system where people could get houses, right, that need houses, but instead we have a system where I didn't empty my pockets, did I? What did I leave in my pockets? Can you if I just left my phone in my pockets? Did I empty my pockets? Oh, I'm gonna be so proud of myself if I emptied my pockets. Oh, Jess, did we do it? Did we do it? Did we empty all of our pockets? Jess! Bro! I'm so proud of myself! Ah! Get washing waterproof trousers is bad. They just leak everywhere. They just leak everywhere if you wash waterproof trousers. Let's hang them in the bathroom. But yeah, so sorry, excuse me, tangents. If you have a society where only the like houses are a way of storing wealth, then what you basically do is you take the necessity for life and you make it unattainable for a lot of people. It would be like if people stored their worth in food, right? If they stored their money in food, that'd be obviously really bad, right? And everyone can sort of understand that would be bad, right? Because it would mean food, went up in price, right? Continually, right? Which I think most people would understand would be bad. And there would be an incentive for food to go up in value, which again, I think most people would understand that would be bad. Because we don't want escalating food prices, right? We don't want continually escalating food prices. And I appreciate that, like, inflation, unfortunately, causes like escalating food prices. And for some reason in a capitalist society, inflation is valued. I don't really understand why, but it is. If we lived in a world where things didn't scale in value, you know, forever, and we didn't rely on stored wealth accumulating value, which again doesn't really make any sense, except from like an investment perspective, then yeah, we could not have that, right? We could have things, and the argument an economist could make was it doesn't matter if things change in value as long as everything scales equally, as long as wages scale equally, and things that you own scale equally, and savings you have scale equally, blah 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 blah. But inevitably and invariably, we see that not happen, right? We see things scale at different rates to the point where the system breaks, and then someone steps in to try and fix the system, and it just continually breaks and breaks and breaks again. And yeah, we're probably unlikely that we'll ever live in a system where every single country tries to avoid inflation, and we all just have like set, prices and standards of living and set wages. That's probably never ever going to happen. And that might be an argument for why capitalism should just be shot, to be honest. Because it means the system will always exist where we struggle to like bug fix, right, and do balance updates that are fair. When instead what we could do is we could just decide that basic necessities to life are free. Ask people to do societal contributions through getting jobs that aim to uplift society. And try and build a world based on like humans thriving rather than individuals making obscene amounts of money, which is sort of the way the world currently runs, right? It sort of runs in a way that allows very unique and privileged individuals to make obscenely large amounts of money, and so that the people who work for them, the workers, hopefully can survive, right? Socialism just tries to make the poorest survive whilst not sort of like stopping the rich being absurdly rich due to capitalism. Sorry, I'm inspecting my tattoo and eating my breakfast. I have sat at my computer. I'm sittings. I have sitted. Does anyone have any funny questions? Does anyone want to pick a topic of engagement? What happens if I do that? I think that should get me half and the dog half, probably. Probably. It does. It's sort of me twice, though. What if I do this? Oh, no. What if I do this? Me twice. Nope. I think what... Am I an idiot? I did turn off the right light. I'm such a moron. Oh, I think what I'd like to do is I'd like to do some tattooing. Some tattooing. What you doing, dog? You want my food, don't you? Should I just give you the leftovers? Should I just be a good mummy and just give you the leftovers? you want my leftovers? Dogs, dude. Dogs are wild. Dogs are wild creatures. Everyone's like, yo, Jess, why aren't you doing anything interesting? I don't know, dude. I don't know why I'm not doing anything interesting. Because I'm depressed. That's why I'm not doing anything interesting. I'm doing the bare minimum. Because I just want to survive. I really just want to survive. You want my leftovers? I've not finished eating it yet. No, no, no. Let me finish eating. And then you can have my leftovers, hey? Let me have a little bit more. That's why you don't feed your dog the same breakfast as you, team. Because he's like, yo, give me it. Why are you wet? Oh, the trousers. That's why you're wet. You're so beautiful, dog. If you ever stop to consider, you're so beautiful. Watching the AV workshop on who to talk to, how to talk to, what to say, how to say it. I wish I had more outreach opportunities. It dawned on me earlier that I'm gonna go do outreach tomorrow. Right, I'm gonna go lie in the street naked. Oh, darling, I know. I'm gonna go lie in the street naked. With gonna go lie in the street naked and have people, you know, do outreach around me. But I'm not gonna be able to do the outreach, and I kind of wish I could do the outreach because I like doing the outreach, right? Doing the outreach is important to me because I think I'm good at it. But I'm not gonna be able to do that. Instead, I'm just gonna lie around for 2 hours while other people do outreach. And that occurred to me that I don't want to do that. I'd like to do outreach instead. But hey ho. He'll be fine. My dementia brain is kicking in. Everyone's like, yo, let's leave this stream. She demented. Right. I'm getting like anxiety that I'm not saying anything interesting. And the things I'm about to do are going to be boring. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave you guys to it. And I don't know what, I'm going to go sit on Discord or something. Because there's not very much engagement. And I'm not very entertaining. But I'll probably do a bit more of this. Oh, Pooh, is there? I'm in Liverpool tomorrow, Kathy. Damn it! Why do they clash? I've been signed up to go to Liverpool for ages. What? Wait, Kathy. What time is the queue at? Is it 10 a.m.? Is it half 10? I might be able to do both. Kathy! Is it half 10? Bro, what if I can do both? Yo, I can do vegan running, AV cube, and then get to Liverpool and do Speciesism, right? I can do everything. I can do all three. Bro, can I do all three? Leads. Is it? 10:30 a.m. So we'll start about 11, actually do an outreach. And I need to get a train at 12, probably. Leeds to Liverpool. Train. Let's see. Why is it saying a 3-hour? Okay, because it's a night train. Tomorrow at 12. If I get there at 12:15, I can get there. I can arrive in Liverpool Lime Street by 1 to 2. And then I just need to arrive. I'll write to Joe. I might do this. I might do both. What time is how far from Lime Street is the event? Bro! I'm so excited. I'm gonna do so much activism tomorrow! I'm not going there. There's a vegan meetup in Leeds tomorrow that clashes. Oh, in Sheffield. Bro, Kathy, I can't believe you go to vegan meetups instead of activism. So disappointed. I'm joking. What's the meetup? Is it good? Is it like is it social? Is it something interesting? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm making you type. I promise. I'll stop making you type in a sec. I'm really excited though. I'm gonna do vegan runners. I'm gonna do AV, and I'm gonna do speciesism in one day. That's how you kick off living your life again, right? That's how you kick off being an active human being again. Oh my god. Oh, that's cool. It's cool, Kathy. The Hanover. Okay, the Hanover. Where's the Hanover? Liverpool to Liverpool Lime Street. I want Hanover Hotel. The Hanover Hotel. Dude, I want to walk. Okay, I see where it is. Interesting. It's a 10-minute walk. Right. Whoa. Uh, boop. Okay, that's cool. Right. Okay. Tomorrow is good. Yeah, my desk's fucked. My desk is I do makeup and I tattoo myself here, so the desk is insanely busy. Um, I'm struggling to tidy my house. But I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I just spent the last however many hours I've been streaming, an hour and a bit, like tidying my living room, my kitchen. Depression equal tidy, untidy house. You know. 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 How you doing, Visible? Not seen you around here before. You're a new person. We like new people. New people are cool. Although they do always point out how cluttered my house is. I mean, that's fair. It's kind of the first thing anyone does is point out. There's like two of me. I don't know. What do people think of the weird double camera? It's weird, right? But is it good weird or is it bad weird? I could turn it sideways, but I think that might mess with everyone's heads. What if I did this instead, team? How much would you be upset if I did this instead? Does this ruin it? Does this make you all want to do like really bad things? It's probably fine for people on phones, but anyone who's on desktop is going to be like, yo, Jess, can you stop this? Please stop this. I want to see what it looks like on YouTube. It's going to look ridiculous. I'm gonna end my stream in a sec. I'm just saying how silly the rotated. Bro. That's awful. It looks really bad, but it's really funny. I want to see people's reactions. Right. And on that note,